Hello everyone. In this lecture, we'll see a problem on bilinear transformation. A problem is find the bilinear transformation that maps the point z1 is equal to 0, z2 is equal to minus I, z3 is equal to 2I into the point w1 is equal to phi I, w2 is equal to infinity, w3 is equal to minus I upon 3 respectively. That what are the invariant points of the transformation we need to generate here. So solution. So first we'll find the complex constants, that is a, b, c, d. So let the given things. So in the given thing in the question itself they have given z1, z2, z3 and w1, w2, w3. So we'll take as it is, that is z1 value is 0, z2 value is minus I, z3 value is 2I, then similarly w1 value is phi I, w2 value is infinity and w3 value is minus I upon 3. So using this we are going to generate what here? Complex constants. So for that we are going to use, so formula is w is equal to az plus b divided by cz plus d, and we'll give this as equation number 1. So using this all, so what we are going to see that, so by w1 z1 w1 z2 w2 z3 w3 we are going to get an equations, and those equations we have to simplify. So let's see here. So equation 1 becomes that is take z1 is equal to 0 and w1 is equal to phi I. So what happens to equation 1? We'll see here. So equation 1 becomes that is phi I equal to a into 0 plus b divided by c into 0 plus d. So which is nothing but we are going to get b upon d here, because a into 0 is 0, c into 0 is 0. So therefore phi I is equal to b upon d, or I can write it as b minus phi I d equal to 0. If you rearrange, we are going to get this equation, and I will say this as equation number 2. So from z1 and w1 we got this result. Now again take z2 is equal to minus I and w2 is equal to infinity. So okay, so we are again getting infinity, and left hand side is w. So infinity is equal to some result is again indefinite result, which is invalid. So to rearrange, so I will rewrite here, but w2 is equal to infinity, then rewrite equation 1 as, so we'll write in a reciprocal form, that is w will you rewrite it as 1 upon w. Take the reciprocal of equation number 1. So if you take the reciprocal of right hand side, so instead of az up plus b divided by cz upon d, it will become cz plus d divided by az plus b on rearrangement of this, means by taking the reciprocal. Now apply the values of w and z. So w1 upon infinity is equal to, so c into z value is minus I plus d value is as it is, d is as it is. So a into minus I plus b. So on rearrangement of the right hand side, so minus ic plus d divided by minus ia plus b. So 1 upon infinity, which is nothing but what here? 0. So I will rewrite once again finally. So therefore 0 is equal to minus ic plus d divided by minus ia plus b, or if you cross multiply, so we are going to get here this one as minus ic plus d equal to 0. So which one I will call as equation number 3 to get one more constant here. So we got equation 2 from z1 w1, and equation 3 we got from z2 and w2. So by using z3 and w3 we will get the next equation. Now take z3 is equal to 2i and W3 is equal to minus I upon 3. So let's see here what happens. So equation 1 becomes, that is W value is minus I upon 3 equal to A into Z value is 2I plus B as it is divided by C into 2I plus D as it is. So on rearrangement, so it will become right hand side 2IA plus B divided by 2IC plus D, or on cross multiplication, so denominator you cross multiply, so it will become, as well as 3 you cross multiply there, so minus I into 2IC plus D, so denominator to the left hand side and this 3 to the right hand side, 3 into 2IA plus B. Okay, so you rearrange for this. So after rearrangement, so you can see that so this equation will be, after simplification, opening the bracket and simplification, we are going to get this one as 6IA plus 3B minus 2C plus ID equal to 0. So we'll get this after simplification, this expression will get, and we'll say this as equation number 4. So we got 2, 3, 4. So which is nothing but by substituting the value of Z1, Z2, Z3, W1, W2, W3. So now on solving 2 and 3. So equation 2 and 3. So equation 2 is B minus 5I D equal to 0. That is equation number 1. You can check. Then equation 3, what we got, it is minus IC plus D equal to 0. This is equation number 3 and this is equation number 2 and equation number 3. So we'll rearrange for 2 and 3 now again. So on rearranging or rewriting, so what happens here? So here what is missing? So we have C and D here, we have B and D here. So D is common. So for this we'll apply C. So therefore B plus 0 into C minus 5ID equal to 0. So I have taken 0 into C for this first equation. So here we have C and D. So B is missing. So you write 0 into B minus IC plus D equal to 0. Okay. So for this we got BCD form. So we'll go for what here? Cross multiplication rule. So apply what here? Apply the rule of cross multiplication. That is, here the variables are B, C, D. So therefore it will become what here? B divided by determinant. Then C is there. So minus C divided by determinant. And we have D. So D divided by determinant. So let's see the determinant values. So to get B, so hide B. So we'll get the coefficient 0, minus 5I, minus I, okay, and 1. And here C, to get C we have to hide C. So B minus 5I D and 0 into B and D. So therefore coefficient of B is 1, coefficient of D is minus 5I, and coefficient of B is 0 and here 1. So to get the values of D, so we have to hide D. So therefore B 0 into C, 0 into B and IC. So therefore 1, 0, 0 minus I. So on simplification, so we'll simplify the determinant. So B divided by 0 into 1 is 0, leave it. So formula minus, and minus into minus is plus. So it will become what here? Only 5. If you, because I into I is I square into that is minus, that minus and the formula minus will become plus, you will get 5 here. So similarly on simplification of this, so minus C divided by 1 into 1 is 1. So 0 into 5 into I is 0. So therefore 1 is going to left here. So D divided by 1 into minus I is minus I, minus 0, that is minus I. So we got these values. So therefore we can say that the values of, so which implies B is equal to 5, then C is equal to -1, because this minus sign you will take down, D is equal to -I. So we got B, C, D value, and we are going to generate one more value, that is what here equation means A value we needed. For that we have to substitute the equation in what here, any one of the equation to get A. So just check which equation from 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4. So which equation having A, which is easiest form, that one we'll see. So if you observe, 2 is also not having A, 3 is also not having A, so 4 is having A. So substitute the values of B, C, D in 4. Substitute the values of B, C, D in 4. So equation 4, if you apply there, so we are going to get the values, means we have to apply B value, C value and D value in equation 4. So we are going to get that one as, if on simplification, 6IA plus 15 plus 2 plus 1 will get. You can check the calculation. So we'll get these things, or the value of A will be -3 upon I you will get. So this is the value of A, or we can rearrange this value as, so I, if you rationalize the I, so divide and multiply I. So on simplification, or you can write it this one as what here, 1 upon I is also nothing but what here, -I. So therefore the value of A will become 3I. So you write, because 1 upon I is nothing but -I. So using this result you can get the value of A. So we got the A value as 3I, B is 5, C is -1, D is -I now. So once we get A, B, C, D values, so now these values we have to apply in equation number 1. So equation 1 becomes, that is W is equal to, on applying the value of A, B, C, D, it will become 3IZ plus 5 plus divided by -Z minus I. Or you multiply and divide I to this if you want. So you can take this result also, or else one more step I will increase here. So divide and multiply I to the above situation in the right hand side. So I into this, both the term we have to multiply. I into this, it will become I square. I square is minus sign, so it will become -3Z plus 5I divided by, if you multiply I, so -IZ. So I into I is I square. I square is nothing but minus. That minus, this minus will become +1. So this is also a possible result for what here, this our bilinear transformation. So this is the required, this is what here, this is a required bilinear transformation. So therefore, but in the question they have asked to find what here, invariant point also. Let's see that. Now to find invariant point, so I will give equation number 6 for this. So put W is equal to Z in 6. So therefore what happens? So Z is equal to -3Z plus 5I divided by -IZ plus 1. So on cross multiplying, so Z into -IZ plus 1 equal to -3Z plus 5I, or open the bracket, so -I into Z square plus Z equal to -3Z plus 5I, or on final rearrangement, -IZ square plus, if you take this -3Z inside, so it will become plus, so it will become 4Z minus 5I equal to 0. So we got an equation, quadratic equation, but this I minus I, so I will make a coefficient of Z square as 1 here. So for that you make a divide minus I on both sides. So what happens here, if you do that one, so it will become Z square then this will become 4z divided by minus I, but minus 1 upon I is nothing but what here, again minus I. So for that, after rearrangement, we will get here this one as 4 plus 4iz. So after rearrangement, because 4z divided by minus I is nothing but 1 upon I is nothing but minus that minus, and this one will become plus. So therefore it will become 4iz, then minus 5. Okay, plus 5 will become 0. So we got this quadratic equation. So on solving this quadratic equation, so if you apply, so by using what here, a formula method. So if you apply by using the formula method, so it will become, so it will z is equal to minus 4i, because b value is 4i minus 4 b value is 4i here. So plus or minus square root of b square, that is 4i whole square, minus 4 into 1 into 5, 4ac divided by 2 into 1. Okay, 2 into c, 2 into 1 value here, a to a. So on simplification of this, so if you simplify this completely, this root, so we are going to get this as z is equal to minus 4i plus or minus 6i divided by 2 will get, or will get, again if you simplify, if you separate with the plus or minus, so we are going to get z is equal to minus 4i plus 6i divided by 2, and z is equal to minus 4i minus 6i divided by 2. So if you again go final simplification, so one z value will be I with plus sign, and with minus sign z is equal to minus 5i will get. So which is nothing but what here, required invariant points. So which are required invariant points. So in this way we need to see that the given bilinear transformation, how to get, as well as its invariant points. So few more example I will show as a homework, you work out and check that one. So these are the problems here. So first problem is find the bilinear transformation which maps the point z is equal to 0, 1, infinity into the point w is equal to minus 5, minus 1, 3 respectively. What are the invariant point in this transformation? I have given the answer as well as invariant point. Please check. As well as second question is find the bilinear transformation which maps the point z is equal to 1, minus 1, z is equal to 1, I minus 1 into w is equal to 0, 1, infinity, and the required bilinear transformation I have given here, w is equal to I times 1 minus z divided by 1 plus z. So these are the two questions here. You work out and see and make perfect yourself to get what here, bilinear transformation as well as finding its invariant points, or one more name is fixed point.